Hello. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Just gonna give you guys some time to make yourselves comfy. And I'm still setting some stuff up here. It won't be long. Hope you're all doing very well. We will be starting very soon. Just getting some bits and pieces together. Something a bit different. Just a little bit different. Not for me. I do this regularly. Oh, I just hold on 2 seconds. Hello. So, that all looks okay. Hello. Hopefully you can see me okay and see everything we're going to be doing. This is a very weird filming thing for me. This is bizarre. As you can see, I crochet. There's my little stegosauruses. They're not great, but they're cute. And I have a little potato. Basically today I got this for Christmas. Oh, this will be really hard to show it. It's a crochet your own kitty cat. So yeah, I got that for Christmas, so I'm just gonna make it, basically. Probably won't make the whole thing today. Sorry, I was just checking. So I'm using a different crochet hook from the one that came with it, just because the one that came with it is it's like one smaller than this. And that's too small for me when this is your yarn. It splits too easily, so if you're using a little one, I find that it's just gonna be kind of an issue. So we have our black yarn, we have our beige yarn, we have a little pom-pom, which I assume is for like a Christmas hat. We have some yellow yarn, red yarn, white yarn, pink yarn, we have our darning needle, I have my little stitch marker, I have some stuffing over there. And yeah, we're just gonna begin. Just hang out. Oh, this is dusty. Ew. Oh, it's because I'm using this. Yeah. Just gonna do my best, basically. So, to start, you have to start with a magic circle. So, to be fair, I don't like doing proper magic circles. I prefer to actually just do this. Oh, see what I mean? It's like splittable yarn. There we go. I prefer to actually just do this and then chain 2. So it's like that, and then you can put all your stitches in that first chain. I find that's a lot easier. So I believe we're just doing 8. Ooh. Oh, this yarn is slippy as well. Has actually been like a solid minute since I last crocheted, so I'll bear with. Right, there's 1. We have 1 stitch. 2 stitch. 3 stitch. 4 stitch. There we go. I'm just gonna turn this a little bit because I find that the knot is super annoying. 5. 6. 7. And 1 more, which is 8. Lovely. Right, just gonna grab this yarn because it's already misbehaving. Oh, it's so dusty, gross. Right, so we have our little beginning. It has the 8 stitches in it. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do some increasing by the looks of it. So we have to find our first stitch, so that's 1. And then back in, and this is our increase. So that is the 1 plus the increase. I need to get my little stitch marker so that I can mark it as where we're ending. There we go. So 2, oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, a bit stuck there. 7. Back in to do the increase, and then we're on our last increase. So this is 8. And another increase. There we go. There we go. We have our 2 rows. Beautiful. Okie doke. So now we're just doing a stitch and an increase. So that's fine. I can do that. Do you guys crochet? Am I doing this okay? It's really hard for me to do this and look at the footage to make sure it shows okay. Yeah. Anywho, so this one is just a single crochet. That's 1, and then we're just gonna pop our little stitch marker in. Go, so we don't end up doing too many. Ooh. So that's 1, and then we need to do an increase. So in, through, back in the same bit. And there's our increase. 2. And our second increase. There we go. 3. And our third increase. There we go. 4. Oh, where'd that go? 4. Plus our 4th increase. So once, twice. 5. Plus our 5th increase. So once and twice. Then our 6th one. And the increase. So that'll be once. Twice. Our 7th. So that's 1. Then the increase. Once. And twice. And the 8th, which is once. Go. And then the increase, just in this last stitch here. Once. And then twice. Lovely. Ta-da! Look at that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. take a little stitch marker out. Okay, what's our next step? So our fourth row is double crochet, increase, double crochet 8 times. That's fine. Okie doke. That's doable. So right now we should have 24 stitches, and we're going to go up to 32. Apparently. Right. So in here, we're just single crochet. So that's 1. Grab our little marker, pop that back in. Oops. So once, increase, once. So start increase. Go. And then another single little stitch. There we go. I don't know if I'm blocking this too much, to be honest. So then here it's once. Increase. Then once. Once. Increase. Once. Oh, I can see that. I've got hair in there. Boy, Mollycat hair in my crochet. Damn, there we go. It's looking good. Rightio. Once. Increase. Once. Then it's once. Increase. And then once. Go. Once. Out. Increase. That's once. Increase. And then once. Once. Increase. And then once more. Oh, there we go. There we are. There we go. So that's us. Now with this. It's very nice. Try and have it go a bit more in that direction. Okie doke. So next is to do 3 single crochets plus 1 increase 8 times to make 40 stitches. So we're at 32. We're now gonna be at 40. I can't remember if I said that right last time actually. Look, numbers are not my strong point. I already forgot what I said. 3 and then an increase. So 1. And we'll put a little stitch marker in there. Two, 3, and then our increase. So, and again. There we go. And then once, 2, 3, and then the increase. Whoops! Oh, did that a bit too violently. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, then increase. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and then our increase. And then 1, 2, 3, then our increase. There we go. So have you guys got any New Year's resolutions or goals for the year ahead? I already made a video about it. You gonna learn how to crochet in the new year? That'd be pretty cool. Is there anything you'd like to learn in the new year? That's the real question. Go look at that. So satisfying. Okie doke. So now we're going to do 19, and then 2 of the beige, and then 19. Apparently. Okie doke. Let's see if I remember how to do this. So that's 1. See if I remember how to do a colour change. I've done one for a little bit. So this is our 19th stitch here. So I believe it's a case of going in, doing this, and then grabbing this to then go through. And pulling that nice and tight. And put this nice and tight. So nothing goes anywhere, and then it'd be 1, 2, wait, yeah, 1, 2, and then the switch, just like that. Oh wait, I'll need to cut this first. Should have got this out and ready really, but it is what it is. Go. Yarn, scissors. Oh, yeah, so we'd cut this right there. There we go. And then we'd grab, oh, and just drag that through. And then it'd be just back into this next one, and voila. Though I have now realised that I've actually done 3. See, I've done 3 of that instead of 2. So I did that wrong. We'll take that out. We'll grab this. We'll just undo that last one. Okay. Right. We'll put it back in here. So we have our 1, and then 2, And this is where we get our black thread. Like I said, it's been a minute. And then we pull that through. Like that. There we go. And there'll be the next one. See? There we go. That's better. And then we just crochet all the way along again. There we go. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm an idiot. We're fine. Okay, just gonna crochet our way along. Back to our stitch marker. There we go, just one more. There we go. So for this little bit over here, what we'll do is, so we're just gonna tie these together just to keep everything nice and tidy and secure. Just gonna grab this. Oof. So soft, it's like really hard to tie. Come here. Come on. There we go. So just gonna tie that. There we go. And then we'll chop this bit off. So it's ready to use because we'll have to do some more color changing. Again, just gonna tie these. Just a simple knot will do. Come on, there we go. There we go. So they're all now out the way. You just have your little beginnings. It's cute. There we go. Right. Whoop. There we go. Right. What is our next step? So now it's 18, 4, 18. But, oh, hello Molly. Right. 18, 4, 18. That's doable. So it's pretty much the same as last time. Well, it's not, but. So here's our first. So 1. Go. Go. Stitch markers back in. So that's 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, oh, we've knocked the little pom-pom as well. 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then we're on our 18th stitch. So on the 18th, we're gonna go through here, and then we need our beige. Go. And then pull that through. What we'll do is we'll tighten that. Go. So then it's, ooh, it's fiddly. Right there, and it's 1. Ah! Try again. 1. 2. Get out the way, please. Thank you. 2. And there we go. 2. 3. And then we're on our 4th, so we go through and we go 1. Oh. We cut the black and grab this, and we pull through. Go. Just gonna give that a bit of a tug so it's longer, and give this a bit of a tug so it's tighter. There we go. That just ensures everything's nice and just behaves itself, frankly, and then we'll be able to just go through. Why are you misbehaving so badly? There we go. There we go. And then we'll just go back to where we should be. Gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of this yarn. It's just a little thready for me, like it keeps coming apart and getting my hook in between threads, but that's just how it is. It feels quite good quality though, I have to say. Hello, I just noticed some people are watching. Hi guys, welcome. Hope you're comfy. Just doing some crochet. It's meant to be a little Christmas cat. Not that you can really tell just now. Go. Just thought this would be nice to do for Christmas, for New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve's so hectic and just, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, so I'm not actually the biggest fan of New Year's Eve, honestly. I don't see a fuss personally, which is really embarrassing because I'm Scottish and Scotland takes Hogmanay very seriously. But I'm not really one of those people. Go. I don't really have a party or anything. I just sort of stay up to midnight with my family. But I don't think there's any real necessity to having a party. There we go. Look at this mess of threads. Oh, we gotta chop this now. Oh. So I've had these forever. They're a little dull these days. Might need to get some new ones eventually. I don't crochet often enough to justify the price. They work well enough. There we go, just gonna tie that. And I'm actually gonna tie this one as well. Is it this one I'm tying? Yes. Go. And then we'll get started on our next round. But I just wanna secure everything first. Whoops. So fiddly. There we go. Beautiful. And there we go. Getting there. Got a little kitty cat forehead. Beautiful. Okay. He's got a bit of a dome head. Right. Okay. Next round we will be 17, 6, 17. So 17 black yarn, 6 white yarn, and then 17 of this yarn again. So that's fine. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Right. 1. Grab you, just pop you in. Go. Little stitch marker. Oh, there we are. Right, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okie doke. So we're now at our 17th stitch. We have to do our colour change here. So we go in, grab, pull, grab our beige. Woohoo! Nearly ended that on the floor. That would have caused disaster because no doubt Molly would have noticed that and then would have came and interrupted. Go. Just tug this just slightly. There we go. Right. So that's 17 of that. So then we go. Oh, please stay. Go. 1. 2. 3. 3, 4. 5. And then 6. And this is where we change again. It does feel very one-sided, this, I have to say. I might need to adjust the pattern a little bit. But I'm going to do another one here. I'm not going to change the colour yet. Because, like, that's where our 2 was. and then the 4, but then the 6 started too early. See that? I don't think that was me. It might have been likes, but so we're just gonna add tiniest extra stitch of the white. Just because it really is bothering me a little bit. But it's so lopsided. I mean, it will be when you're doing rounds, but this one will switch. Oh, see, I always forget to cut this. There we go. Grab this bad boy. Pull it through. Make sure the tail is nice and long. Into, excuse me. Thank you. Into the next one. Pull. And secured. Beautiful. Let's continue on. Like I say, I am in no way a professional crochet person. Crocheter. Crochet artist. I don't know what you'd call it. I just do it as a casual hobby. When I have inspiration or energy or whatever. So I'm probably like the worst person to follow for this sort of thing. But it is what it is. And I'm kind of one of those people that's like, you know what, I'll just adjust as I go. It's just terrible too. I'm really bad for following patterns to the T. Even though I know the people who make the patterns know better than me, I still sort of end up going, I don't know if that's how I'd do it. And then I end up being like, oh wait. So Pom Pom, he's following me. So that's a bad way to learn any craft. Follow the instructions, right? Don't assume that you know better, because you don't, especially when you're starting out. That being said, I do it all the time, so there's no shame if that's what you do. No shame whatsoever. One more. There we go. Boom. Right. Let's get all this bit secured now before we continue. Thank you. I'm also going to unravel this a little bit more. It's a bit of a mess. Right. Let's start with you two. Come on. Come through. Oh, there we go. That's that nice and secure. So then we're just going to tie these two. So fiddly. There we go. There we are. I actually do think that looks a little bit better now. Might be wrong. And I'm also apologizing because all these crochet, like I watch a few crochet people on YouTube and they always have like really nice setup, they always have really nice nails, and I just don't have that. This is why I'm not a crochet YouTube channel. I'm a cozy gaming YouTube channel because nobody has to see my hands. But I just thought I'd do something different today. You know, New Year's Eve is boring. Too high energy. So coziness is needed. Right, there we go. Okay, this looks a bit more complicated this next round. So you'll have to bear with me. If you see the corner of my instructions, please ignore it. It's just because it's not the easiest. Right, okay, so this is start with an increase. Just place it in once, gonna add my stitch marker there and then do my increase like this. Right, and increase. Okie doke, so after the increase is 8 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I say it was 7 or 8? 8. Cool. 7, 8. Right, then after the 8 double crochets, it's an increase. So we're going to do our increase here. Go. And then after that increase, it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need to, on the 6th one, we'll change the color again. This is our 6th. So I'm going to grab this, change the color, and then with the color change, we do 8 in this pretty beige. So that would be here. Excuse me. 1. Go. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, but we're going to do just a little bit more because we've been doing extra on this one. So 6, that's no, 8, sorry. 8, actually I do 9, and then on this one we're going to change the color. So we need to take 2 away from our next go, but it does look like it's, so it'd be 4 increase, 8 increase, I think. Am I doing? Oh yeah, let's try to cut this. Let's secure them at the end. Grab this. Whoop. Can you go through, please? Oh, it's because it's thread. There we go. Oh. Next, boom and boom. Here we go. Right. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And now we just need 2. So that's 4 increase. So that's here. Increase. There we go, and then we crochet until the last stitch, and that last stitch will then be another increase. Okay, I can do that. Single. So in news, we hit 200 subs yesterday. 200 subscribers on this channel. Oh. That's gonna keep happening, isn't it? But yeah, 200 subscribers, and this is what I chose to do to celebrate. It's an interesting combination there. But yeah, I kept saying early December that my goal was to hit 200 before the end of the year. And as we got closer, I was like, maybe that's not going to happen. December is a quiet month on YouTube, and I get it, so it's fine. So I stopped kind of asking. And then we just hit it. And I was like, what? I didn't think I was going to hit it until like January time now, but nope, we hit it. Which is awesome. I'm still so like numb and in disbelief about it, to be honest. Like 200 people subscribed, as in they watched something and they're like, ah, yes, I'd like to see more. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Right, I'll shut up because I need to do an increase here. So increase, there we go. Lovely. Beautiful. My hands are still in frame here. I need to keep checking because it's mesmerizing. There we go. Okay, doke. So we just gotta sort this side of things out now. Right, let's get tying some of these ends again, just to make sure everything's nice and secure. Go, and then this side, because it makes it nice and tight. There we go. Oops, sorry, I just realized I was doing that out of frame. That's because I'm embarrassed at how bad I am at tying these. There we go. Right. It's nice and secure. Try to keep it as tight as I can as well, because these threads can get very spaghetti junction-esque. There we go. So that's this step done. Okay. On to our next step. Okay. So it's just normal. It's just a normal going round, so that's fine. That works for me. That's my preferred, rather than the one that you have to really, really think about it. There we go. One. And then we'll just pop our little stitch marker in. Two. So we're doing this one for 17, then 10 in the beige, and 17 again. But I might adjust that a little bit, just because I like the white bit to be as equal as possible, but we'll see. I really shouldn't. Here's somebody doing some of their bins outside. I wonder if it's my weird neighbour again. My neighbour's obsessed with his bins. Like 5 times a day he'll be outside just moving them around. You know? He can do as he pleases, it's his life, it's his bins, but I just noticed it because it's loud and I'm like, oh. He's playing with his bins again. There we go. So we're gonna do this one and then we're gonna switch the colour. So that's in this one. Bring that through and switch the colour. Gently. There we go. Through there. Ah, I'm getting all tangled. Excuse me. And then into our next stitch. Move out that out of the way. Grab you. Pull you through. And bippity boo. Whoop. Missed one of the threads. There we go. Love it. So then we're just going to go through. Nice and just consistent. Yeah, the picture you can see as the thumbnail, it was when I was setting this up, Molly just was not having it. So I set it all up and I was like trying to check framing and stuff, so I've never done this kind of stream or any kind of this filming before. So I was trying to get everything right. And then she was like, ooh, what's happening here? Because of course. And she came over and she was like looking at it. And I could just see it on her face that she was thinking, this looks fun. And it's just, oh man. You know, I just knew. I had this horrible feeling I was going to have to find something else to do, even though I was like determined that this is what I wanted to do today. And I was like, man, what else? I haven't got anything else planned as like a backup. What am I gonna do? And then part of me was like, well, it could be, oh, what am I doing? It could be fun to have Mollycat, you know, causing chaos. Actually, I don't think that was the right stitch, was it? No, I've just done that one. It's the next one I'm doing. And yeah, I was just sort of like, oh man, how am I gonna do this? I have zero plans. She's in a mood. She's gonna be even more in a mood later. Does not like New Year's Eve, Mollycat. She has a very, very strict bedtime regime. So if we don't do the bedtime regime, she gets very upset. So about, I don't know, about 11:30 tonight, she'll be sat in front of the telly, yawning her head off, and like causing mischief to try and get us to go to bed. Because she doesn't care that it's New Year's. It's also the puppy's first New Year's, so no doubt she'll be very confused about why we're all still there. She's either going to be incredibly tired and sleepy, and she'll be good as gold, or she'll be incredibly overtired, overstimulated, and causing chaos. There's no in between. But it's nice to have firsts like this. I actually, this is so not the right time to talk about this. I recently, in a video of mine, it's the Goodbye 2025, Hello 2026 video, I sort of explained that 2025 was a year that we had. And some stuff happened, it just wasn't a very pleasant year for me and my family. And it sort of comes to my mind more at the moment, because this time last year we had no idea. We had no idea what was coming. I think that's crazy if you think back on it. Same with Christmas. Last Christmas we had no idea what was about to happen. And that's kind of sad to think about. So to explain, to give context without getting too depressing, we had a dog before Poppy, and she passed away very suddenly in the earlier part of this year. And I mean very suddenly. It kind of came out of nowhere. She was fine, and then she wasn't fine. And that's what happened. But like, that's what I mean, is like, I think about last Christmas, and we were joking, you know, being like, oh, you know, it's another Christmas for you, and all this, and you know, we had our Christmas dinner and all this sort of thing with her. She had Christmas presents, we watched her open them, not realising that was going to be her last New Year's. We hung out with her. Again, no idea that it was her last. She was only 11, so it was a bit premature, frankly, but that's the problem with animals, you know? You love them when you lose them. And we did get Poppy this year as well, so we got a puppy. Which makes it better and less sad, but at the same time, I knew I shouldn't have got this, because it's all gross. But at the same time, it does just, you know, all this stuff keeps coming up on my phone of like, oh, this time last year, and it's like, yes, with that dog that isn't here anymore. Just, we had no idea. There we go. So for our next round, just the same thing again. That's fine. But yeah, so that's kind of what happened. And it's just, I am very ready to leave 2025 behind, frankly. It's not been a good year. Not just because of that, just because of like other stuff too. But I won't go into that. I've depressed you all enough by talking about Tilly. The funniest part is though, like, I didn't even think I liked the dog that much. Which sounds really mean, but she was not a good dog. She was kind of a rubbish dog. By that I mean like she just wasn't really doggy. Like she didn't like to be touched, didn't like cuddled. She was always outside, she was very independent and not interested. I mean, she was funny and she was a little character and stuff, and she made hilarious noises, but you know, she wasn't a lap dog, she was never that interested in me. I mean, she was when she was a puppy, obviously, but as she got older, she became very independent and less interested in what everybody else was doing. She wasn't super into food, mainly because she had like a condition, which is why she died so early. But she just wasn't much. She didn't even like walking. Take her for walks, and she'd act like she was doing you a favour, unless it was frosty or like a really nice day, which it never is in Scotland. It's funny, I was always like, this won't be my loss. Like, I'm not gonna be sad. I'll be sad, but you know, it's not the same as like when you lose an animal you're really close with. But I think the suddenness of it ruined it a little bit. Like, it just, yeah, it was hard, but we're okay. But that's very much a reason I'd like to leave 2025 behind. Okay, so that one. Right, we're gonna change color here. Beige. Oh. Oh. It's way too long a tail. There we go. So yeah, sorry to bum you guys out like that. But I don't think I went into it in the video, as far as I remember. The streams are different, so it felt like I should say something, you know? There we go. I don't know. 2026 should be better, hopefully. I have a few goals and things in mind for 2026. Mostly to do with the channel, frankly. This channel is my pride and joy, so I'm excited to see how far it can come. I'm interested to see what happens with it in the new year. What I can get, what I can do, what I can achieve, all that sort of thing. So I'm very excited for 2026. I plan on making some huge changes in my personal life and in life in general. And I'm hoping that this channel will benefit. We'll have to see. No promises. But you gotta try sometimes, you know? Like, I love this channel. And I wanna do good stuff with it. So in order to do that, I have to actually try. This is gotta be our colour change in one. Go. Need to give that a little chop. There we go. Tie this. Boom. Beautiful. The bins. The never-ending bins. Like, why? I don't get it. Oh my god. Ah. Pom-pom keeps causing me trouble. Huh? There we go. It's the end of that round. I'm just gonna once again tie this. There we are. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. Probably won't finish this on this stream, but I can either finish it in the long wait till midnight, or I can maybe finish it on another stream. Depends. Depends how this one goes. Might not people want more. But it's not really the point of this stream. The point of the stream is just to chill for a bit. start this round. So again, it's the same thing. It's the last round, that's the same thing though. So we'll just do this. Go. So yeah, just the same thing as the last round here. I'm so glad I'm not one of these crochet channels. I'm really not good enough to say that. I do really like those crochet channels though. I watch them regularly. I don't know how people just come up patterns out of nowhere. Couldn't be me. Only ever did it once. That was like for a puffer fish. But I mean, it was alright. It worked out. I didn't actually write any of it down though, which was really stupid. So I can't replicate it. Which was super dumb in retrospect, but you know, you live and learn. Right, this is the one we're changing colours on again. Where's our beige? There it is. Oh! My pom-pom keeps creeping over as well. I don't know what that pink's for. Oh, it's for the inside of the ears. I see. Go. Oh! Try not to destroy it. There we are. And then, boom. You go over there. So we're just doing our white all the way along. Sorry, beige. Off-white, whatever you want to call it. Oh. See, this yarn's easy to split, which can cause a bit of trouble, but it's okay. I usually use that really fluffy yarn. I don't know what it's called. You've probably seen it on like TikTok. That is not the easiest yarn to use either, because it just like falls apart as soon as you look at it. Can be quite difficult to see your stitches as well, but that's the one I learned on. Which was not a clever move. But I watched amigurumi, or however you say it. That's the reason I was wanting to learn anyway, so I was like, well, might as well learn how I intend to go on. It worked, so, you know, it is what it is. Oops. I have to say, as part of that, I'm used to using much bigger hooks. So this is very small and like intricate to me. Which means it's very difficult. Very fiddly, I'd say. Not really necessarily difficult, but it's smaller than I would normally have. So this is not my comfort zone. But my best friend got me the kit. And I appreciate it. And I really like the look of the kitty cat that you get at the end. Besides, I'm not very good at crocheting cats. I've tried a few different patterns and they never seem to really look particularly kitty cat-ish. There's like a loaf cat that's quite popular on the crochet side of YouTube. But like I say, for when I did it, it didn't look much like a cat. It kind of just looked like a blob with a tail. Let see. Okay, on the next one, we'll go back to black. Go, make the switch. Go, and then boop. There we go. Pull that through there. If you're watching this in the future, you'll have to let me know if this is actually any good of a tutorial. I don't think it is. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to hang out. Have a chill, cozy time. And hopefully to remind you that if you did get a crochet kit for Christmas, or if you have one sitting in your home, that, you know, you should probably pick it up and have a go. It's, you know, it's sitting there waiting for you. There we go. So we're just gonna pull these. Yeah. Tie this. There we go. Beautiful. Go. I'm just gonna tick off the round I just did. So I'm using my instructions as well. Also, if you want to see what else I got for Christmas, I got this. Got a pack of these actually, little KatyCat gel pens. They're fabulous. Very sparkly ink. I love them. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to. Oh, for the last hour or so, we'll have him glowing away in the background there. Because I meant to do that and I forgot. Okay, doke. So our next round is. Oh my god, that's so complicated looking. Okay. Oh, no. Alright, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll explain it as we do it. Okay, so start with our black yarn. I'm going to actually remove this very quickly. Just meh while we do our first stitch. So we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm on the right one. So it's 10 crochet and then increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So it's 10 of the single crochets, and then we do an increase. So increase. then a single crochet, and then we switch yarns. So I'm actually going to switch yarns here because the next one should already be like that. So why is this not going through? It's just because I was holding it too tight. Yeah, that's all it was. I was holding it too tight. There we go. So there we go. There's our single crochet. Ooh, careful. Don't pull it out. So that's crochet and then 7 increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's meant to be 7, increase, 8, and then back to the previous one. That's a really weird number. Why is it an increase after 7 and then to 8? I wonder if it's meant to have the increase like in the center of the face here, maybe? In which case, obviously we have more white than the pattern, because I added more white. So I'm gonna just go for a little bit longer, then do an increase, and then finish it. As it says, but just sort of breaking the rules a little bit. Because like I say, I'm a menace. Just gonna keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go. One more, I'd say. Because then we're very close to the center, so be this stitch would then be doubled. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that actually. We've gone along, and then we'd double this middle stitch here. That's where our increase is going to go, and then we'll single along the way. I just think that's kind of a better, I mean, it has kind of a bum head at the moment. It has like a little... It's beautiful. Oh, there we go. Right, so this next one's the increase. So, increase. And then we'll just single crochet along. As usual. Go. Also, word of advice, if you are looking to start crocheting, it's best if you don't buy a kit to do it with. I mean, you can, for some people that'll work, but I find it's best to just find something like you want to make. Get, you know, a YouTube tutorial, that's how I learned a YouTube tutorial, and just sit and do it. So if you want to make amamaguris, you know, like these little plushies and stuff, sit down and just find like a short, small something to make. To get to first do it and keep making that over and over. Then move on to something a bit longer, a bit more complicated. That's how I would do it. Personally. We need to add. That's how I did it. It is... I mean, it's important to just do it whichever way that you would find easier. So if you have like a little book, that can sometimes be the best way to do it, but I find that it's easier to actually watch a professional do it. Especially with them... I'm just going to mute my mic for 2 seconds. Sorry, I need a little drink. And we just had a delivery to the house. So I didn't want, you know, anything to be too loud and annoying. Basically, we've just had, I think my parents just got their new TV delivered. Which means that's my job after I've done this, is helping them set up their new smart telly. Exciting stuff. Which I'm not looking forward to, I have to say. Not to be, like, disrespectful, but they're not the best with technology. And this is a Samsung, I think, that they're using, so that's how it matches their phones. So they'll want to, like, be able to see if they can control it with their phones, which I don't know if it can do. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. There we go. Look at that. Did I forget to do something? I feel like I might have forgotten to do something. Yeah, I did. Whoops. Alright, we're gonna just undo that for a little bit. There we go, just to there. So that's where we changed the colour. So the one after we changed the colour, because I think it was meant to be an increase and then... Yes, it's one. Which we did. So that's fine. Then it's an increase. The rest and then an increase before we finish. Okay, that's fine. So I missed 2 increases. See? Because I was blethering. Let's increase that. There we go. Got dog hair in my flippin' crochet now. Right, there's our increase. Then we just go along until the end, and the last one is also an increase. Gotta keep track of what you're doing. Otherwise you'll make silly mistakes. But that's okay. That one I know is quick enough that I was able to fix it, so it's fine. Goes, we're just increasing this one. 1, 2. There we go. Lovely. So there's our increase. Just gonna widen this a bit. Because I need to cut this and get tying. Right. Let's tie this end first. I don't think I did it, and it's not the worst if I do a double knot. I'd rather tie it twice than not tie it at all. There we go. And then this end is what we've just done. So I'm just going to pull these so they're nice and tight. And then boopity boopity. Boopity boopity. Ta-da! It's beautiful. Cute. Okay, cool. Alrighty, what is... I need to take this step off, otherwise I'll repeat it. There we go. Right, next step. Oh, the next steps are easy. That's fine. Next steps are just single crocheting around, switching between the colours as normal. Good, so single crochet. Let me just grab our little marker, put it there. Yeah, we're increasing the white every round as well. By the looks of it, by, let me see, by 2. So 1 on either side, that's fine. Because we're just single crocheting all the way around until we're at 1 before, and that's when we change the colour, do a single crochet, and then we're back to white on white. So it's not the one before the white that you change colour, it's the one before that you change the colour. So 2 stitches before you join the white. So it'd be, that's where we changed last time. I would say we'll change it here. No, I will change it on the other one actually. So single crochet. And then this one is where we change the color of yarn. So grab our beige, pull that through, and now we're on our beige. Oh, entangled again. There we go, lovely. Single crochet it all the way around. Goes right, change colors again. I honestly can't believe it's the end of the year already. Ah, I see. The window cleaners are here. That's why the dog's barking. Wow, quite a few things happening on stream today. Delivered TVs. Crochet. It's all happening on New Year's Eve. You're fine, Molly. Don't worry. Molly doesn't like the window cleaners. She's frightened of them. She finds them very scary. Don't you, baby? But you're fine. You're perfectly safe. So yeah, you can hear my dog just going crazy through all this because she also is afraid of the window cleaners. Which is terrible for a dog. Let's be frank. Not how a dog should be. So that's not the sign of her barking to guard us. It's a sign of her being like, uh-oh, uh-oh. Scary dudes are here. But hey, I did say it was going to be cozy chaos. So we're fine. If anything, I'm just delivering on my promise. Amazing. Right. Like that. Just gonna pull that a little bit. Just gonna get that removed so I could change. To tie this, sorry. Go. Cool. Nice and secure. I think Molly's run for her life because of this window cleaner. So sad. There we go. Oh, nearly. And you. There we are. Right. So, for our next little section, I believe it's the same again. Using my little pen to tick this off. Go. Yeah, same again. So just the same again, single crocheting all the way around. Changing the colours, doing as usual. Cool. There's my little... I nearly forgot to put my stitch marker in then. Nightmare. One more, switch colours, and then continue on as usual. It's gonna be so fiddly. There we go. We're in. It's in my window now. Oh, I can hear it. They don't climb ladders anymore for our area. They just like get a brush on a long stick that sprays water. So nobody peeks in anymore. Probably for the best. Alright. There's again. Oh. There we go, nearly finished this round. Nearly. There we go. Roll that. Oh, remove the stitch marker because we know where the beginning is. Unravel that bit. We just need to tie some of these ends. So we'll tie this end first. These partially help with stuffing as well, which is good. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Is this one or what? Get out the way. There we go. Cute. And then boopity boopity. Whoa! Dropped. There we go. is that round done. So on to our next round. This cat's gonna have a huge head. Actually, it has a huge head in the picture, so it's fine. Go. So we just single crochet in here. And then we attach our little stitch marker. Again, just so we don't lose track of everywhere. Very important. Believe me. Speaking from experience. Made a mess of that. 2 seconds. Go, try again. In, grab, round, and through. I need to call on one of the threads again. Oh, it's all a tangle. There we are. And I assume I'm continuing with this. So through, grab, change color. Ooh. There we go. Successfully changed color. Closing on. Single crocheting, whoopsies, in each of our little stitches. I'm just gonna change colors again. There we go. Tie that while thinking about it. There we go. And change color. That. Just move this out of the way. There we go. Successfully changed color. There we go. There we are. Just gonna choppity chop this one. There it goes. Just tie these. There we go. And look at that. That is what we've achieved so far. It's not looking very cat-like yet, I have to say. But we'll see. Like a good hat from Molly. Hi, Molly. Or even the dinosaur, maybe. There you go. But yeah. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me today. I know New Year's Eve isn't the easiest for everybody, so I hope this was just, you know, somewhere to go for comfort, if nothing else. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if I should do more of the project on stream, or if I should just post the finished product on my actual... Oh, thank you. I tried. And yeah, just let me know if I should continue making it on stream or if I should just show the finished project at the end. And when it's done, I'll post on the community page if that's what I decide to do. But yeah, I hope you guys, you know, have a great New Year's Eve. Have a fantastic new year. And take care of yourselves. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Take care. Bye bye.